The RDA would like to thank and acknowledge all of the RDA members and Desert Ranger teams for your leadership and commitment to looking after desert country in 2024. Looking after country is a big job. It takes a whole team and program to make it happen. We've got an action-packed week of sessions ahead with so many rangers sharing stories, information and knowledge. There are two-way science and changes to country sessions. There are workshops on looking after animals like great desert skink, malleefowl, bilby and the black-flanked rock wallaby. And their session on tips and tricks and hacks for ranger work and country.
Seeing these young ones come up makes me really happy and proud, and walking with their elders on country and going back home together very strong. Knowing more about, the job and how to look after country.
We came all the way from Junjunjara, Spinifex country. And today the ladies are going to talk about Waru.
I like to work for the Rangers so I can be the next generation, still help the people, for all people. It's good for looking after the countries.
I like to work Ranger, it's good for me. It's the future for me. When I grow up, I can work as a ranger.
Feral cats have been identified as a major threat and priority in our IPA management plan. The red line, as you can see, that's the Nyangumara Highway, where we manage cats. We do our night patrolling. The boys go out and spot cats and they shoot them and record them on fulcrum.
At some places close to Kiwikara community, we hunt cats and this helps to protect the Ninu there, but we also decided we wanted to try something new to help look after Ninu at the faraway places where we can't hunt cats very often.
So congratulations, Kiwikara. This is all yours.
Awesome job, Kiwikara. I think they were doing this last year too, so that's 2 in a row for Kiwikara. Must be all that cat hunting they're doing.
All those cat hunters out there.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
I am a hunter, and I've got my own gun and license, and my favourite food is wombats.
I think it's pretty good, new technology on board. I think that gives rangers more sort of a capacity on building skills, and making maps and using that tool to use out on country. Yeah, looking at old fire scars, that sort of gives rangers the opportunity to burn on country.
You see a lot of bush animals go back to the area that you burnt. It's really good start in your life for other animals, turkey.
This is Rakrat. He live in Mandon. Biggest danger is hot fire and cat, and it's important to look after Rakrat.
I'm going to be talking about night parrot homes. Some I'll read off the laptop and I might just wing it. Night parrot, they live in the Spinifex. If they want to sleep, they make a little tunnel under the Spinifex. If they want to lay some eggs, they make another tunnel on top of the Spinifex.
The work which is being done by many of the rangers in this very special part of Australia, like our desert communities, our desert environment, is so important not only just for here, but obviously for the national narrative and guidance of how we deal with the different changes in climate and the challenges that we have.
Just set a trap up here just for for animals to walk past. They pick them up heat signals. Depends on which way they're walking from or what's coming through. Depends on what kind of animal. It could be a big animal, small little mouse or a little lizard.
It's been good sitting down, and obviously no one's shy to sit down and have a yarn and tell them where they're from and their story, and we're the same. So probably the best thing is meeting people, I suppose.
People can see why the Australian desert is so important, and hopefully that will transfer to the broader Australian public that can recognise the value and the ongoing and eternal work that Indigenous rangers have been doing, 50,000 years of connection and culture.
Where I grew up in WA, in Pargo, they call it Charambai. So you WA mob should have known that.
Yeah, conference like this, speak in front of everybody, to be a better person for my community and my Garajari people. And I can go back home and show them where I've been through, speaking with other young ladies, and so I can take it back home, yeah, to learn my young ones.
Come down here to learn more stuff so I could go back and teach my younger siblings in the community and learn more stuff from my elders.
Yeah, learning a lot about looking after country, tips and tricks from other rangers from different country.
I reckon that ranger, women to women, male to male, elders to elders. I reckon that was the best part.
It's against men and against women. Cooking. And we never lost.
We've got a small state-funded ranger group currently, and looking at hopefully getting federal ones in the near future to get more boots on ground out on our country and sort of get a bit more of an understanding of some of the animals and plants that people are talking about on their part of the desert. Because each part of the desert, even though we're all similar in a lot of ways, we've got a lot of differences in cultural sites and stuff like that too.
So when we first got there on arrival, the elders of Esperance, they just welcomed us, and then they spent the whole day with us and took us to some of the sites that they work at.
It's right in the middle of the Great Sandy Desert. It's a sacred place. It's a rainmaker place. Rainmaking. That's what we practice on this country.
Standing there and looking at, possibly 400 rangers in front of me from the desert, and it makes me feel like I'm really humbled to be in my position, and I can't speak highly enough of rangers. I'll advocate for them anywhere, everywhere I go.
Well, we're ready to head back home in the morning now, and we'll leave behind in Yulara a big heart and a big happiness to all the rangers and the coordinators, and thank you to the IDA.
If you look after the country will look after you.